What up? Hey, this is Ohio Sportsnet. Welcome in, tune in, big dog. You know what it is. This is Josiah Saunders. I play corner, and I'm a senior.
Josiah, what does it mean to you to be an Avon Eagle?
It kind of means a lot to me, to be honest. I moved here in 7th and 8th grade. It means a lot, like the brotherhood here. It means that no matter what, like as I get up every day, I think about the Avon Eagles, kind of. I know it's kind of weird, but I think about it every day. It means a lot to me, though. Like, I don't know how to explain it.
You've been through more in the last few years than any teenager's been through or any person's been through in their life. How would you describe the journey and what you've become since then?
I became a better man going through that whole injury process and seeing me almost lose my life in my own eyes. No young man is ever prepared to see that, you know, and me laying in my deathbed for almost 2 weeks and a half and coming out alive is a lot. No kid can just sit there and be on a deathbed and then get up and be like, oh, I'm fine, you know what I mean? So I went through a lot of adversity. That kind of changed my mindset on life and gave me a greater outlook, put a lot in perspective for me. I'm definitely a better young man for sure.
How much fight and resolve did you have to get through that?
It took a lot of fight because I got injured my sophomore year. Obviously, I was like a breakout freshman, and then they thought I was really good, so they brought me up to varsity practice. Like in the playoffs, I played my butt off. I got a scout team player almost every week. Came into sophomore year, I was practicing with the varsity. I got a varsity spot, and then I was playing JV in varsity. But when I got hurt, it kind of took a lot of fight to get back on the field because I tore 3 ligaments and had kidney failure. So it kind of took a lot of fight. Like I couldn't give up ever. Like I had no choice. It took a lot of heart too, which the Avon Eagles teach you. Every day I was working out and I was putting my 100% towards every day I got up. So I would say I got a lot of fight in me.
What kind of message do you think your journey sends to anyone else that's going through difficult times?
I think my message to them is that never lose sight of God. Never lose that faith in God either, because at the end of the day, He will forever be there and help you through anything that you have to go through. Second of all, never give up. Never let a doctor or anybody tell you that you won't play again or do anything again. Like in general, that's just something that's not their capability to do, because God at the end of the day has the right.
Think of everything you've experienced in your journey with the Avon football program. Mm-hmm. How much has that molded you into the person you are today?
Starting from freshman year, I was a breakout player. All the coaches started me All-State, and Coach Elder told me I was going to be great. It also molded me to be a better person outside of football. It kind of taught me, even if football ends, like you have something to live for, and you got something else to do in your life. Like football will never be always the answer, but coming down to it, they never give up on me football-wise and skill-wise, even when I did get hurt. And it kind of just like going back to Dirty Dozens too. Every morning I gotta get up and like 6 a.m. I'm like, I don't want to get up for this, bruh. But like I get up and I put on some clothes, maybe like a random like some pajama pants and a shirt. We gotta go, because every year we're going to win that state championship like we did last year. Just motivated me to be, a great young man in general outside of football, but inside of football. Taught me a lot of lessons because I came from a terrible program from Cleveland. They kind of just taught me the real way of football.
It's your senior year now. How psyched are you for it?
I'm excited. My junior year, I missed out to play with my brothers. I didn't get to play with my brothers those 2 years because I was recovering from a heavy injury. Ever since the beginning of the season, I was psyched. Like I'm excited to play with my brothers. I'm excited to get out there. I miss my boy Spoon and my boy Scuba playing. We had our little handshakes. Me and Spoon was the original duo on the field at the DB position, man. Like you guys, Kiesel, man, that was back in the. Woo. Okay, but I'm psyched. Like we're gonna go back to back for sure. Like I have no doubt in my mind. I kind of wish I was a captain, but that's all right because like at the end of the day, I can still be a leader. Senior year is kind of bittersweet. I don't want it to end yet, but obviously it has come to an end soon. And I want to let all my brothers know that I love them. So,
what's it like on a Friday night when you come out of this locker room and go through the kids and out the tunnel into that electric atmosphere?
That atmosphere is crazy, dude. Some people, I feel bad for some people that don't get to experience it. That atmosphere is just outlandish. Like the student section does a great job, and the parents, and even though we hate the other teams, like the visiting stands are always packed too when they come. So like. It's better than some college atmospheres, to be honest. Like, it's just crazy. That kind of just gives me, even more psyched. It's unbelievable. because you won't get like any of those chances ever again after this year.
When I say 2024 Division II state champ, Avon Eagles, what does that mean to you?
That means to me we did it. We finally did it. I was psyched. Like, man, like, we put our heart into that, especially that senior class. Like, kudos to them, and my class too. Kudos to us. Obviously, I only got to be part of like some special teams. Maybe that means like the world to me. To be honest, like for the city, for the coaches, for the players, and for like the past players, like it just means a lot. It's more than words could ever explain because that's the first time we ever did it in history.
What would it mean to win the last game your senior year?
It will mean more than the last one, if that makes sense. It would mean more than the last year meant because I was actually out there with my brothers. Even be a part of that atmosphere at the like stadium, like the Hall of Fame stadium down there, is crazy. But I think it would mean more than words can explain.
He's really great, you know, like all the stuff he's had to go through and he's still pushing. Like he has a great mindset, a great personality, and I'm excited to see what this football season brings to him.
That's my boy. Met him in 7th grade, but he's competitive. He's a trash talker and he's humble at the same time. It's crazy all the factors that he have, like can't be explained. But yeah, me and him have grinded a lot in a lot of backyards with Jacob too. So yeah.
How can you be trash talker and humble at the same time?
Meet Joe. Just meet him. You'll find out really soon. He wants to work. He'll be quiet for a bit. Once he gets to know you, boom, 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 it's over. It's over.
Another one of my dogs from 7th grade. When he first came here, I didn't really know him. And then, like, I started to get to know him more in my 8th grade year. And then I'd say, like, our freshman year, that's when we became, like, good friends and stuff like that. And, I'd always take him home and stuff like that, take him home, bring him back to practice. We're always seeing each other at practice. And that's kind of what built that bond together. And even last year, too, me and him were riding to practice together, like, every single day. So, like, our bond just went, like tight. Because every day we're with each other, talking to each other, talking about our lives to each other all the time. You know, he's a close friend for sure.
Man, comeback. The place he was in sophomore year versus Olmsted Falls, one of the scariest situations I've ever seen. But this morning when we had lifting, him squatting, 340 pounds, I would have never guessed. This dude's, his mental state, where it's at, it's insane. I don't think I could have done what he did coming back from where he was at. It's like so good for him, so good for our team. It's like being able to see him come back from where he was is just so heartwarming for me and our whole team.
How much is he an inspiration to everybody?
To everybody, a huge inspiration. Like, because everyone, all the kids who were at that JV game, that my sophomore year, like, knew he tore his ACL. Like, it was bad. It was real bad. And then the state he was in at the hospital, like, it's heartbreaking to me to think about because it was real bad. But seeing him where he's at now, like, makes everyone want to work harder because he pushes us as much as we push him to get back to where he was. And now he's ahead of where he was as a sophomore.
So Josiah, he's a dog. He's definitely a dog on the field. Ever since I've met him a long time ago, he's always like taught me how to persevere through things, and he's taught me like definitely life lessons. He's more of a person that I can come to for like personal stuff. I feel like he's always been someone that's been like there for everybody.
Joe. He was new. He came in a year after me, and I remember meeting him because he was in my health class, and that was when we had like just after COVID. We would go outside and throw the football around. Oh yeah, really got me thinking. This dude Joe, this was like 8th grade. He just moved here. I'm like, what's up, dude? You play football? He's like, yeah. And he's like, I'm a quarterback. I'm like, for real? He's like, yeah, I throw 60-yard bombs. First thing he said to me, and I'm like, for real? I mean, he's playing defense now, so that didn't turn out the way he wanted to. But no, he's a good defender for us for sure.
He cracked some funny jokes I've laughed at. I'm not gonna lie. Might have stolen a couple for myself at some point. Besides that, he's another hard-working dude, which we have a lot on the football team. But I talked to him about college football and how he wants to play, and I think that if he wants to pursue his career in that, he's definitely going to achieve it.
Josiah is awesome, man. I love Josiah. He's he's probably one of the funniest guys on the team. During one of the summer practices, he moved to Will linebacker for a little bit for like some of the packages and for the speed guys, because I'm not very fast. I'm pretty slow. Hitting off with each other, bouncing off each other's ideas, helping each other out, and he's just a great presence to be around. He's such a good guy. From his comeback story that he had, he's so inspirational. He's such a good guy, man.
Man, Josiah Saunders, he's a young man who, we now refer to him affectionately as Coach Tomlin. Never in my career, in 25 years, have I allowed a player to stand up after I'm done talking and follow up my speeches with speeches, but Josiah is that kid who just the whole team gravitates to. His personality, his energy, and I absolutely love him like a son. And I can tell you that, honestly, his injury that he had as a sophomore was very significant. And we weren't sure he was ever going to be able to play football again. And the fact that he battled back from that and the complications that occurred when it happened and we thought we might lose that kid, it's just very, very inspiring to me. And I think that his story is one that you could learn a lot from.
What does it say about him? He's been through some life-threatening incidents the last few years, and he just keeps showing up and he keeps getting better.
Josiah Saunders is a kid who doesn't make excuses. Nothing's given. It's all earned by him, and his relationship with his mom is special, and he loves her dearly and helps in that family take care of his mom. He's just an incredible kid. His mom's an incredible lady who's raised an incredible son, and we talk about it factor. He has it too, and I told him that he's going to be successful in whatever he decides to do with his life because he's a special kid.
Hollywood made a movie about Josiah Saunders. Who would star as Josiah?
That is a good one. Who would star as me? Adam Sandler. Adam Sandler would star as me. Dude, Adam Sandler or Kevin Hart.
That's what I thought you were going to go with for some reason.
Adam Sandler or Kevin Hart. One of those two. Yeah, one of those two. Dude, yeah.
So it's going to be a comedy, I take it.
Yeah, it'd be a comedy. My whole life is a comedy.
If you were a flavor of ice cream, what would you be?
So at Mitchell's, I don't know if every place has this, but they have a wildberry crumble. Like, wildberry crumble is really good with some, like, crumbles in it, granola crumbles. Yeah, no doubt about it.
Sounds tasty.
No doubt about it.
If you were a superhero, who would you be?
Oh, everybody knows this one. Spider-Man, 100%. Best superhero of all time.
Recently, Powerball jackpot was at $1 billion. If you had that winning ticket, what would you do with it?
Obviously, first, I would give something to my mom. Build my own house on some land. Buy a bunch of dogs. Give me some nice cars. Donate to the Avon Eagles. Continue on the tradition of carrying on the brotherhood here. And then I'll probably put the rest into some stocks, some investments and stuff like that.
You gonna go any shopping sprees, travel the world, or anything?
I travel the world here and there. I'm a big travel the world guy, but I'm also a big home guy. I like having my all that land. I probably bought like 5 to 6 acres, which is crazy. People think, but
what are you gonna do with 5 acres?
Build a house. Probably get a whole bunch of like stuff around it. Probably get a lake built in. Get some trails for dirt biking and
do some fishing.
Yeah, so I want to have my own pond for some fishing. Yeah.
How would you describe this player, Josiah Saunders?
Oh, if I was to describe this player, let's do before and after injury. So before injury, if I describe me as a player before injury, I would say electric, just having fun with the game, very dynamic, you can put me anywhere as long as I was just athletic, and just a funny dude. I never took football, I took football serious, but on the field, I was kind of cocky in a way, laughing at anybody that tried to mess with me on the field. So I would say he was a great player. He could have won D1. Got hurt, sadly. So I'm sorry for the past me. I'm sorry to you, man. Future me now, I would say funny, hardworking, grinding, and not as fast as his old self, obviously. I'm still kind of a little bit of electric, but I would say I'm more so having fun than I usually do other times. So,
what would you say to all your friends that say you don't have good hands?
I would tell them they're lying. They're lying. I would tell them they're lying. They call me brick hands because of, I know, you probably can find this clip. Midview, freshman year, we lost by 2 points. Anyways, I balled out that game. I had I had 13 receptions and a couple yards, more than a couple yards actually. But there's a play where I ran a comeback route, and the ball was on the left, and I went like this, and it went through my hands, and I dropped it. And from there on, they call me brick hands and 60-40. So, yeah, and I used to tell them I got better hands than you. And then Clapham goes, Josiah, you suck. I'm like, dude, I promise you, like, I'm not that bad. Jerome has worse hands than me, I promise you. Spoon does too. Spoon has brick hands.
Well, he's only got 9 fingers now, though.
I know, sadly. Yeah, hopefully he recovers well. Yeah, no, I would tell them they're lying. They're lying.